Hello, and welcome back to Nerd Flame. I am Mr. Flame, and today we are diving deep into the animated universes that defined our childhoods and are about to take over the box office for years to come. The hype machine is running hotter than a supernova right now, with studios like Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks dusting off their most beloved IPs for a new generation. But we are not just talking about the confirmed slate. We are talking about the projects shrouded in mystery, the sequels we pray for, and the reboots that could either save a franchise or totally break the internet. Forget everything you thought you knew about animation's future, because the next decade, starting in the calendar year of 2026, is going to be a nostalgic, game-changing roller coaster. And you do not want to miss a single second of the fire we are about to drop. The first massive animation title that has fans absolutely ravenous is the long-awaited return to the swamp, Shrek 5. Universal and DreamWorks have been incredibly cagey about the details, but the rumors are already legendary, suggesting this will be more than just a continuation. It is rumored to be a soft reboot, a passing of the torch that still honors the iconic, cynical heart of the original quadrilogy. Fan expectations are through the roof, especially since the last few years have shown that nostalgia is a powerful, bankable force, and the return of the entire original voice cast is the absolute minimum requirement to avoid a global fan revolt, which, let us be honest, is a very real possibility given how sacred the original films are to millennials and Gen Z alike. There is a deeply complex, almost existential need for this sequel to succeed, primarily because the original Shrek was a subversive masterpiece that paved the way for modern animated comedy, so the pressure to recapture that satirical magic without feeling dated is immense, a challenge the new creative team must face head-on. The biggest whisper across the internet is a plot that focuses on a grown-up set of ogre triplets navigating high school and far, far away, with Shrek and Fiona struggling with emptiness syndrome, which could lend itself to some incredibly rich and hilarious new character dynamics while exploring the universal theme of letting go. Mr. Flame, personally, I am hoping for a more meta approach that leans into the self-referential humor that made the first films so revolutionary, maybe addressing the current state of fairy tale animation with a wink and a nudge. But whatever the direction, this film is guaranteed to be one of the biggest pop culture events of the upcoming year, a true behemoth that will test the limits of cinematic legacy. Next up, let us talk about a Disney animated classic that is constantly brought up in fan discussions for a dark, compelling, and necessary sequel, even if the studio has only officially sanctioned a live-action remake. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Redemption. This title is pure wish fulfillment for the most dedicated Disney fans. A deep dive back into the morally gray world of Paris, picking up years after the original, with Quasimodo finally finding his place in society, only to be drawn back into the shadows when a new, sinister threat arises from the religious and political turmoil of the era. The potential for a complex narrative is staggering, allowing the creative team to explore themes of systemic injustice, acceptance, and the true meaning of heroism in a way that modern animation rarely attempts, which is exactly why the fanbase remains so vocal about an animated follow-up. Rumors suggest that if the live-action project falters, Disney might pivot to an animated film to capitalize on the sustained critical and fan demand for a mature continuation, focusing on Esmeralda's son, Zephyr, and his relationship with the now-older Quasimodo, potentially setting up a powerful coming-of-age story within a Gothic framework. My personal expectation is that this film needs to maintain the heavy, dramatic tone, including the original's Broadway-level score, avoiding any impulse to lighten the material for a broader audience, as the weight of the original story is its defining feature, the very thing that sets it apart in the Disney canon. There is a pervasive fan theory that the new villain will be a descendant of Frollo, driven by the same dark fundamentalism and obsession with power, a cyclical narrative of prejudice and salvation that would give the film an incredible emotional anchor and a kind of high-stakes conflict that generates immediate, undeniable hype. And you simply cannot talk about animated sequels without bringing up the most emotionally resonant and commercially powerful franchise in cinema history, the very pillar of Pixar's reign, Toy Story 5. The announcement of this film sent shockwaves through the community, immediately sparking both intense excitement and a healthy amount of skepticism, primarily because Toy Story 4 felt like such a definitive, perfect conclusion to Woody's journey, and the studio now faces the impossible task of justifying this new chapter to a fanbase that is emotionally invested in every plastic farewell. The biggest rumor swirling around is a complete shift in focus, potentially centering on Andy's daughter, now a college student, who discovers a box of forgotten toys from her father's childhood that she never knew existed, introducing a whole new cast of characters while bringing back one or two legacy figures in supporting roles to bridge the generational gap. This rumored angle suggests a story about the fleeting nature of play in the digital age and the difficulty of forming a lasting connection with physical objects, a complex, high-concept narrative that only Pixar could truly pull off with the necessary warmth and depth, making the emotional stakes feel incredibly high once again. The collective anticipation among fans is all directed at one point: the return of Woody and Buzz together, a necessary reunion that will validate the existence of this fifth installment, transforming it from a potential cash grab into a genuine cinematic event, one that fans are ready to be emotionally destroyed by, provided the payoff is worthy of the legacy. My personal hope is that the film delves deeper into the mythology of toys in the broader world, perhaps exploring a massive, secret society of antique and collector toys that view playthings like Woody and Buzz with disdain, adding a layer of thrilling, secret agent action to the familiar character drama. Toy Story 5 is not just a film. It is a cultural moment waiting to happen, a guaranteed headline grabber that will define the year of its release. In conclusion, the coming years are poised to deliver a monumental wave of animated sequels, reboots, and continuations that threaten to reshape the pop culture landscape entirely, proving that the stories we fell in love with as children have the narrative depth and emotional resonance to grow right along with us. The intense fan speculation, the swirling rumors of major character returns, and the sheer box office power of these titles, from the swampy spectacle of Shrek 5 to the heartbreaking possibility of Toy Story 5, confirm that animation is not just a genre. It is the ultimate cinematic currency, the source of our deepest nostalgia and our highest expectations. Get ready, Mr. Flame has his microphone ready, because the fire of hype is about to become an inferno, and we are going to be here every step of the way, breaking down every single piece of news, every whisper, and every mind-blowing fake poster that drops. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and drop a comment below letting me know which of these titles has your hype meter pegged in the red, because at Nerd Flame, the movie speculation is always better when we speculate together.
I didn't know this was even possible. I learned how to make money online. The link is right below in the first pinned comment.